Tune into the early stages of any major cycling race over recent years, and there's a good chance you'd see a towering figure hunched over his handlebars at the front of the peloton. Since joining De Koning Quick-Step in 2017, Tim de Klerk has established himself as a key member of the team and one of the best domestiques in the sport.
Of course, everybody dreams about being the next Alaphilippe or the next Philippe Gilbert. In the moment you come into cycling, or the next Tom Boonen for me. But I kind of knew fairly quickly that I'm not so explosive as a type of rider, for sure not at the World Tour level. So then I knew that but I could do quite long efforts at a sub-maximal level without losing too much power. So then it's quite easy to know which role suits me best. And I knew before I came to this team that probably it would be the best role to be a domestique like I am now. It was really nice to see it turns out really well, and even a little bit above my own expectations before. For the most people, it was a little bit of a surprise when Patrick signed me, but it was really nice to see that most of them got the confidence in me directly, and the other ones, I proved that I could do the job, and it's also nice to gain the trust of those people. The art of bringing people in the front and knowing the tactics about chasing a breakaway, you kind of learn it through trial and error, but also I got a very good example here in the team, Ilio Keese. He taught me a lot of good things about our job, and yeah, it turns out pretty well.
A popular figure among riders and fans alike, de Klerk's tireless efforts pulling the bunch along have also earned him one of the best nicknames in the sport, El Tractor.
I think it was already in my first race as a team in the team. It was the Vuelta a San Juan in 2017, because I spent the whole race either in the front of the peloton or dropped when my work was finished. And there was an Argentinian sports commentator. He found the name El Tractor, and some guys of the PR of the team, they picked it up and they asked me if I liked it, and I said, yeah, I know I'm not El Ferrari. I'm not. I don't have the big horsepowers to accelerate really hard, but I think I'm quite reliable, and I can work for quite a long period of time. So I think it suits me perfectly. The tactical part and the strategy about it, that's something that was developed by the team. Those classics are always so stressy. Everybody knows the position is so much more important than in other races where it's more done on the power. If you let Bernal start in 200 position on a climb of 30K, still gonna be the first at the top. But even if you're the best rider you start the last position at the Patersberg, you're never gonna make it even halfway up there. So that's what different of those races compared to the Grand Tours. And there it takes a little bit of experience to bring the guys just at the right time, at the right place, and try to hang on as long as possible. So, because once I'm finished, somebody else has to take the job. So, and if my work is done too early, they're gonna have to sacrifice one of the team leaders. So that's what we don't want, of course.
And when you're working on the front for so many hours, a face full of dirt and spray comes with the territory.
It was because I couldn't see anymore because there was a lot of dirt on the lens. But if I have to go all the way back to the car and clean the lens and then go back to the front, maybe the breakaway gains 3 minutes or something, and that's something that I need to close. So I thought it was much more efficient to do, and it was very kind of the guy that he cleaned it straight away.
De Klerk's easygoing nature and selfless attitude have certainly endeared him to the cycling community. While visits to the podium are likely to be few and far between, the courage and sacrifice of El Tractor is rightly celebrated.